Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, thanks so much for stopping by today. For today's video, I have for you the new Nomad Paradise Islands eyeshadow palette right here. So if that sounds interesting to you, then why don't we go ahead and get started. Alright, so here is the outer packaging. Very, very pretty. Nice and bright. Pretty pictures of some, what do you call it, like villas right here on the ocean and some sea turtles. And this is important because they're actually part of the proceeds for, I guess, this palette go to sea turtles. So that's cool. And then here's the back, and it shows you the colors here, and the box is really pretty on the inside. It's got like the coral reef in here, so lots of neat details. Like if you were to open this up, you can actually see the same picture as the front, so really fancy. And then the palette looks the same as the packaging does. It's nice and smooth. It's real sturdy cardboard. And then the back says designed on location, exploring the Pacific Paradise Islands, and it's, you know, it says who they support, so I think that's pretty cool. But it does not have the ingredients, so just take note of that. That's on the actual packaging itself. Yeah, it's here on the side in really, really small print. So if there's any eye safety warnings, I don't see anything. Let's see, it has a 12-month shelf life. I don't know, it doesn't say anything about any eye safety warnings, so I don't know. But anyway, so let's go ahead and open this beauty up. It has no plastic in here. It has a little paper thin like tissue to separate the shadows from the mirror. It does have a really big mirror. I'll hold it like that so it doesn't blind you. And then fold that over. And then here are the gorgeous shadows. So pretty. Look at, I'm going to scoot back because I feel like they're getting washed out a little bit. Look at all of those beautiful shadows. So, so pretty. And I feel like Nomad just steps it up every time. I feel like their shimmers have really gotten better. And then I'm going to scoot in and see if you can see it. But yeah, a little bit. There's details in the shadows. You've got like the tiki huts and the sea turtles. That's Nomad Cosmetics logo right there. Sea turtles down here on the bottom row, the little tiki huts on the center row, and then up here there are little suns. I don't know if that's, yeah, you can kind of see that. So super pretty. So I figured we'd go ahead and get started and do at least one look. I might try to do two if possible. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with the kind of teal and blue shadows. So I'm going to start with this shade right here, Stingray, in my crease. So it's been a while since I've done my eyeshadow, so bear with me. Ooh, that's a lot of pigment. I just barely dipped in. A lot of pigment on the brush, so. Okay, I am going to grab a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to dip into Dolphin, this lighter blue color, and I'm going to use that just to blend out the top. You know what, I can zoom y'all in. Let me zoom y'all in. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that, I should have zoomed y'all in sooner, but there you go. So I'm going to use the shade Dolphin right here, this light shade right here, and just blend the top out with that shade. Shadows are a little powdery, but not too bad. They are super pigmented though, so it doesn't take much. Okay, I'm going to go back with that brush, the JH33 that I was using before, and I'm going to dip into this dark blue called Huahine, I don't know, right there. And I'm going to put that on my outer corner right there just to kind of deepen it up. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, I'm going to go in with that blending brush without adding anything else to it and just go around the edges just to kind of make sure everything's blended nicely. I feel like I need just a little bit more right here. There we go. That is pretty. Okay. I am going to dip into this gorgeous shade Ocean right here, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. Oh, I just saw that there's two beautiful blues. I think I'll use Ocean on the outer corner and Shark on the inner corner. So yeah, I'm going to use Shark right here on the inner corner. And then I'll use Ocean right here on the outer corner. Because why not? Let's use as many shades as we can. It's a little bit chunky, Shark is. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, I'm going to spray that with some water. There it is. And put that on my inner corner right here. Okay, now on the other side of the brush, I'm going to dip into Ocean right here. It's kind of almost a periwinkle blue right there. It's so pretty and sparkly. And that one's a little bit chunky too. That's okay. Spray it with water. Make sure I'm in focus. There we go. So now I have both of those pretty much done. I'm gonna basically kind of go back and forth between each side without adding really much more to the brush, just to make sure to blend these shades together. So I added just a teensy bit of that first shade, and I'm just kind of feathering it over the darker blue, and then I've got the darker blue, and I'm just kind of tapping it over where I just feathered it, just to kind of blend them together. So there we go. Alright, so for my lower lash line, so I'm going to use this JH, what did I say, 52? Yeah, and I'm going to dip into the super pretty green right here called Tiki, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. It's kind of like kind of a lime green. I thought that might contrast really well. Tap it off, it's pretty powdery. Try not to get too much fallout. I thought that might contrast really well with the blues and teals that are on top. Okay, I like that. I like the way that looks a lot. I think that's really pretty. And then I've got this little JH 47 brush. I'm going to use that to dip into the shade Whale right here. It's like, it looks like it's a blue duochrome. I'm going to use that and put that in my inner corner. I'm going to make sure to spray that because I'm afraid that will all over the place. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. Ooh. It's like a, oh, like a blue purple shift maybe. Yeah, I really like that. So this is what we're looking like right now, without any liner or lashes. I really like the way it looks. So let me go off camera and I'll do probably a shade really similar to this green in my waterline, and do a little bit of liner probably to adhere my lashes and put lashes on, and I'll be right back with y'all. Alright, I am back. So now I have my lashes on, and I did add that green to my lower lash line, which I think looks really good. I think it really brings out the that green on the lower lash line from the palette. So for that I used the LA Girl Pastel Dreams liner in the shade Magic Mint. So that's what that looks like right there. So that's in my lower waterline. I adhered my lashes with the Kiss Lash Liner Glue. And then the lashes I used are Kiss Pompadour. They're just a pair that I've previously used, so, which they're about, it's about time to get rid of them. And then this is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Same thing, this is on its last legs. Anyways, that is the first look. I did realize that I have not inserted swatches, so I will make sure to insert swatches. So I'll go ahead and wrap up for this look, and I will film the other two looks, and then I will give you my final thoughts on this palette. But so far so good. These shades went on really great, and I think they're very beautiful and vibrant. So I am super excited so far. Can't wait to try out the other shades in the palette. So yeah, I will see y'all shortly. Alright, welcome back for look number 2 with the Nomad Cosmetics Paradise Islands palette. So for this look, I think I'm going to play with the greens right here, because I'm just drawn to those greens. And then with my third look, I'll play with the top row and play with those pinks. Alright, so let's get my hair kind of out of the way. And I've already primed my lids, pardon me, using my Ulta matte eye primer. I think I might have forgot to mention this in my first look. I'm going to dip into Tiki right here, which I did use this on the lower lash line in the first look, but I'm going to dip into that and put that in my crease. So I really did like this shade. It was beautiful. So I'm excited to use it in my crease. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. Yeah, that'll work. This is a Luxie tapered blending brush, number 231, small tapered blending brush. And I'm going to dip into that dark green shade called Lizard right there. And I'm going to put that on my outer corner and pull it up into the crease just a little bit. I feel like I lost some of this green over on this side. So I'm going to put some of this back in here. I don't know if I just didn't go high enough with it or if I dusted it off with a dark green. There we go. That is so pretty. Oh, that's pretty. This was a super, super fast and simple look. I'm super excited about this look. Okay, so yeah, now we're just gonna do these two greens. So on the inside portion, I'm gonna go in with the shade Turtle right here. And then I'm sorry, on the outer portion. I'm not sure if I said inside or outer, but the outer portion, I'm going to go in with Turtle. And then on the inner portion, what does that say? Fish. I'm going to go in with the shade Fish right here. Okay, so I'm going to dip into Turtle first. Super pretty and shimmery. And I'm going to spray it with water. This is just water that I have in an old MAC Fix Plus bottle. I just love the way it sprays, so I figured I'd repurpose it. Oh wow, look at that. That is so pretty. Oh, I should have zoomed you guys in. I can do that now. Let me zoom you in. There we go. I don't want to get too close because my camera had a problem focusing when I was doing look number 1 when I was in a little bit too close. So yeah, y'all can see that pretty well. It seems to be coming across the camera pretty well. Wow, that is really pretty. Okay, I'm going to flip over the same brush and just use the other side for the shade Fish, that brighter green. Oh yeah, that's pretty. And that's going to go on the inside portion of my lid. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, let's do something on the lower lash line. I'm going to dip into Tiki, which is that bright green, and I'm just going to put that on the lower lash line. There's not really an inner corner shade. There's just that one, there's just a really light pink. I guess I could maybe do the pink, but I don't know how that would look. So there's just this light pink and this, I guess I could use the bluish. It's like more of a blue purple though, so no, that doesn't really go either. So I think I'll just use my highlighter that I used because there's not really a inner corner shade. So I used my Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush palette. Ooh, so I'll use this diamond shade right here. Mine broke, but I repressed it, so I'll use that in the inner corner. I think that'll be really pretty. Okay, there we go. So that's what that looks like. Let me find an eyeliner and I'll be right back with y'all. I bet this one's still available. Maybe. This is Teaspoon by ColourPop. And I'm just going to put that in my waterline. There is the finished look number 2. So that's what that looks like. I really like it. I think it turned out really good. I really like the greens. Super pretty. So yeah, I can't wait to play with the pink. So let me sadly take this look off and then I'll be right back with y'all to play with the peaches and the pinks. All right, I am back for look number 3. I had to kind of redo my concealer and my blush and stuff, so if it looks a little off, that's why. But okay, so now we're gonna play with the top row, and I'm gonna try to use every shade on the top row. So I'm gonna start with the shade right here, Sky, and put that in my crease. That's a real light, kind of peachy pink shade. Really powdery. I've already primed my eyes with the Ulta matte eye primer. The next one is Mana, so I'm going to dip into that shade Mana right here and add that to the crease. See if I can build that up a little bit. This is more of a peach shade. It's definitely deeper, I think. Yeah, we'll be able to see this one. I think I might be able to build the pigmentation on this one. That other one I don't think will build up too much. That can be more of a blending shade. It's like a peach color, but it's almost, looking at it, it's kind of close to skin tone. Yeah, so that's pretty pigmented, but not super deep. So I want to take it a little deeper. So I'm going to use this dark pink shade. It seems to be a little bit more of a satin shade. It definitely has some sparkles. So I'm going to use more of a packing brush. Packing / blending brush, like this brush, pardon me, like this brush right here. It's kind of flat and then I can also buff with it. So anyways, I'm going to use that, and I'm going to just kind of pack it on rather than blending it at first. And I'm going to use that to deepen up my outer corner. Yeah, that looks good. So I'm just going to dust off this all out. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this really cool shade called Moon right here. I think it's a duochrome. It's kind of a peachy pink shift, it looks like, right here, called Moon. I'm going to put that on like the outer portion of my lid. I get that and spray my brush to hopefully avoid any more fallout. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. And again, I'm just spraying with water in a MAC Fix Plus bottle. You could also use a setting spray. Wow, and I'm just going to use the other side of this brush, and I'm going to dip into this lighter pink shade right here called Sun, right there. And I'll spray that as well with my water. I'll put that on the inner portion of the lid. Comes off a little darker than it looks in the pan. Oh no, it's still pretty light. It just looked darker on the brush. Okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna blend that peach color Mana back on the top. I kind of lost that into the pinks. This shade right here, I'm gonna go and just add that and blend it across the pinks. Okay, let's do the lower lash line. You know, let's carry over this real pretty shade Moon. Let's go ahead and put that on the lower lash line. I'm in love with that shade. It's so pretty. Beautiful color. Okay, I think that looks pretty. I think I need something a little bit deeper in the waterline though. I think I'm just going to put a black in the waterline. That way it'll kind of, I don't know. That way I can kind of see the shades better, and I'll tight line as well. So, but there we go. I think that looks good. It's not like too harsh, but it kind of frames my eyes a little bit because the colors are real bright and there's not too much depth. And I'm used to a lot more depth in my eye looks. This is more pastel. So I think having the black in there kind of helps frame my eyes a little bit. Oh, I forgot to do inner corner. Whoops. There's a shade in here I was going to use for the inner corner. Let me finish that. And I'm dipping into Bora Bora right here. So I'm going to dip into this right here and use that in my inner corner. And I will get it wet because it's a little bit of a shimmer. And I think it's a duochrome. It looks like it's a pinky purple maybe? I can't tell. We shall see. Yes, it's like it has more purple than I realized. Wow, that has definitely more purple than I realized. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's okay, it looks good. I just expected it to be more pink than it is. I'm gonna pull it up a little bit just so it's not just right there, just one little dot. Just to kind of blend it in. But I definitely expected it to be more pink than it is because it looks pink in the pan. But that's okay. I think it works. So that's what it looks like. I think once I get mascara on, it'll work better. It just kind of throws me for a loop. I wasn't really expecting that. Okay, so that is the finished eye look right there. So let me get a little closer. Let's see if I can zoom you in a little bit more. I should have zoomed you in a little bit more on the other one so you can see the eyes better. So there we go. Hopefully you can see the different colors because I've got that darker pink here. Then I've got kind of that orange, peach, pink duochrome right here. Then I've got the lighter pink here. Then of course you can see on the inner corner what I thought was going to be a light pink. It's kind of more of a, like a, I don't know. Here, I'll swatch it, maybe you can see. It's more of a purple white duochrome. Yeah, it's more of a purple purpley blue duochrome, it looks like. So yeah, definitely more of a blue purple. I don't see any pink in there. So that tricked me, but that just could be because of the fact that it was on the pink row and that the background is blue. It may look more pink than purple. But anyway, so, and then on the lower lash line, I have that, that shade Moon again, because I wanted to get more of that in there because I really like that shade right there. And that's what, here, I'll swatch that. And you'll see swatches. I will have inserted them by now, but that's what that looks like. It's like a peachy, pinky, orange duochrome. Hopefully you can see the shift when I do this. Hold on, let me get some more of that. Hopefully you can see the shift. It's really pretty. It's hard to pick up the shift on camera sometimes. But anyways, super pretty. So anyways, I guess you probably want to know what I think about this palette. Okay, there we go. When I zoom in too much, it doesn't focus well. Okay, so you can probably tell by now that I really like this palette. I was really pleased with the first look, the blue look. And that one we used a lot of shades. I think we used, I know we used Stingray right here. We used Shark, and we used all 4 of these right here, I do believe. So I used all of those in the first look. The second look I used these 4 shades right here. And then of course this third look I used the whole top row. So I've used everything except for these 2 shades right here, which are the purples. So like I said, I do want to try to film something with those, like for TikTok or Instagram. So keep an eye out for that. And I'll try to post it on YouTube Shorts too, if it lets me. I think it will. I think I can do that. I think I've posted a short before, so yeah. So that's my plan. I'll try to film that this week. So then I will have tested everything. But without testing those 2 shades, I can say that I am very pleased with this palette, and I definitely recommend this palette. I think it is a gorgeous palette for both the spring and the summer. I could see myself taking this on vacation because it's such a fun palette, and I can see tons of looks. You know, I stuck to the color schemes like the blues, the greens, and the pinks / peaches, but I could definitely see mixing the shades together. Like the pinks and the purples would go good together, the purples and the blues would go really well together, the blues and the greens. I can see like the blues and the peaches going well together. I can see a lot of different looks, you know, and I don't know, I hope that I have time to play with this more and maybe, you know, just post some of my looks on Instagram for inspiration for you guys, because I see a lot of other looks in here. So yeah, I really, really like this palette. I really like the color story. It really gets me excited to hopefully go to Cancun this summer. So yeah, I am thrilled to have this palette in my collection. I think that Nomad just continues to get better and better with every palette that I receive from them, that I buy from them. I don't receive them from them. They don't send me PR. I wish. Oh my goodness, don't I wish. But anyways, for every palette that I've bought from them, I feel like it improves more and more every time. And I don't know if I said, but Nomad Cosmetics is based upon the locations that the owners have traveled to. That's the inspiration for their palettes. So obviously they've probably traveled to Bora Bora and places like that. And that's what this palette was inspired by. I never got around to filming it, but I have their Ski Lodge one, so I do plan on filming looks with that as well. And I have some of their other palettes that I haven't filmed with, but maybe if I have time, I'll get around to filming those. Maybe I'll do like maybe in the future I'll do like 1 week, you know, one cut, one brand kind of thing. Kind of like 1 week I'll do ColourPop, 1 week I'll do Nomad, 1 week I'll do like looking at Be Perfect. I have several of their palettes. I don't know, that's an idea to kind of get through some of my palettes that I've bought but never filmed with. Let me know what you think about that idea. That's something that just popped in my head. I thought, well, how can I get through some of these palettes I've never filmed with, but I love them and I want you guys to see them. Maybe I can do that. I don't know. That's just a video idea. I've never seen anybody do that before. but you know, again, these are palettes that have been out for a while, so you may not be interested in that. So I guess let me know down below if you would be interested in a series like that. I think that would be a lot of fun. What else? I don't know if there's much else I can say about this. I think the mattes are super pigmented. They blend really easily. They don't go on too pigmented. They are easy to build up. But you can also go in lighter if you want to. The shimmers are gorgeous. I definitely recommend spraying your brush and possibly even using a glitter glue. When I did the first look, I wore that one for quite a while, and I didn't use a glitter glue, and I do wish I had, because this shade Shark, it's the most glittery in the whole palette, and I did have a little bit of glitter fallout. So with that one in the future, I definitely will use a glitter glue, but none of the other ones are as glittery, and I really haven't had, I mean, I haven't worn the looks for very long, but I really haven't had any fallout from them. I just sprayed the brush and that was fine. I had a little bit of fallout from that dark pink that I was packing on here and blending, but that just brushed off. But the ones that I sprayed, I didn't have any fallout. I don't know, what else? I think they blend really well together. I'm able to layer different colors on top of each other and they don't blend away. They adhere to each other. They don't, you know, some shadows you have to start with the darker and go lighter. You don't have to do that with these. You can go either way. You can start lighter or deeper and you're fine. So I don't know, I think it's a really easy palette to work with, especially for colors, you know, no complaints. I think the colors are really easy to work with. I think the color story is beautiful. Lots and lots of different looks can be done with this palette for sure. Sorry, I'm definitely out of the swing of filming, so I think I'm rambling on and whatnot. Okay, so basically just to summarize everything up that I just rambled on about, I think if you're in the market and looking for a beautiful, colorful palette for the spring and summer, I definitely would recommend this palette. It's beautiful. You've got lots of beautiful shimmers in here. The mattes are great. I have no complaints. I think it's a beautiful palette and you can get a lot of looks out of this, definitely. So yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with this if this is something that's calling your name and you really like it, and you know, 18 shades. I think it's a really good value and really good quality. So there you go. Those are kind of my thoughts on it. Sorry that I'm all over the place. I promise my videos will get better. I am just so rusty. It's been so long since I've filmed, guys. But I've missed y'all and I'm so glad to be back at filming. So I do promise that I won't be as rambly in the future. I know I'll get back in the swing of things. It's just been a minute. With all that being said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video and the 3 looks that I did for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below which look you liked better, and if you're thinking about picking this up. I do think there might be some codes out there, like, who might have codes? Angelica Nyquist might have a code, or Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner. Allie Dawson might have a code. I think she got it in PR. Those are a few people I could think of that might. Katie Marie might have a code, so maybe check out their channels to see if they have a code. I don't have one, but you know, definitely look to save yourself some money if there is a code out there for sure. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are having a great day or evening wherever you are in this world. I hope you are staying safe. I hope you are staying healthy, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye!